men's health almost seems like an oxymoron, men's health, doesn't it? We men are notoriously bad about checkups and wellness visits and everything else. To inspire us to mend our ways, we've gone right to the top. We've called in the top doc at Metro Health, President and Chief Executive Officer, Dr. Akram Boutros. He's here to tell us why it's important to change our ways, not only for men, but also for the ones we love. Thanks for joining us, Doctor. Appreciate it.
It's my pleasure, Armin.
So, it's an honor to have you here, the top guy. Wonderful.
Thank you.
So, why are men so often reluctant to even think about our own health?
There's still this bit of this macho image that's lingering around. Men really live hard. Most of the men live hard, they work hard, they play hard, and they don't think about their health. They think it actually takes time away from other things, from their work, from their family, and other things. And so that's really a big part of it, and they haven't realized yet how much the impact of prevention and continuous care means to them.
So there is something to this, men from Mars and women from Venus. There's a fundamental difference.
Yeah, I think if you ask your wife or my wife, they would tell you yes.
All right. How can we help men with their health today?
Well, I think just the first thing is to let them know that 50% of their actual health is based on behavior and lifestyles. So that's a really big deal. So they can actually impact that. So if they want to increase their longevity, they need to focus on what they do, what they can control.
So give us an example, if you can.
Well, best example is to look at is exercise, for example. What's important to note is that every hour of exercise you do, you increase your life by 1 hour. That's the average. So
wow.
And that's irrespective of genetics, irrespective of family history, irrespective of everything else. So if you want to live longer, if you want to live 5 years longer than you would today, you got to put in 5 years worth of exercise, and then you will live that 5 years longer.
So the 15 minutes I've done so far in my life only adds about 15 minutes.
Right.
All right. All right. So 50% is lifestyle. What's the rest?
So there's another 20% is biogenetics, and we really can't control that. So we have to do other things to improve our health of it. Another 20% is the health care you currently get. Do you see the doctor? Are you following the medication? What kind of quality and preventable measures you're getting? And the last percentage is a 10%, which is really the environment. Your job, the amount of stress you have, where you live, crime around the neighborhood, a lot of those different things.
So I want to come back to genetics for a minute. You mentioned, genetics, we can't do a lot about it, but we can screen. We can try to determine whether our genetics, like having colonoscopies, as we get older, that's something I know I have to do.
Yes, so that's that part that goes into the health care you get. Yeah. There is some work being done by pharmaceutical companies for genetic manipulation and gene insertion. It probably, in our lifetime, we will see pharmaceuticals that actually change the genetic makeup of some cells.
And then finally, as we get older, we change, our bodies change, and that can impact our health too. Tell us about that. Give us some example if you can.
Sure. So really the most common example is cardiovascular disease. Our vessels are as good as they get the day we're born, and then they're just aging. Our joints are aging. So you'll see things that impact men are some arthritis, a lot of vascular disease, both coronary artery disease and peripheral vascular disease, and even osteoporosis can affect men.
Great. Well, thank you for the information, Doctor. We know we need to do more, and hopefully our viewers will take that advice. Thank you.
My pleasure.
So men, if you want to be there for your families, if you want to live a long, healthy life, to pursue your bucket list, follow Dr. Boutros' advice. Real men do care about their health. My thanks to Dr. Boutros.
Find out more by calling Metro Health at 216-778-7800 or visit www.metrohealth.org. Want more Metro Health medical information? Be sure to tune in to WTAM 1100 Radio each Saturday morning at 7 for Metro Health and You, hosted by Dr. Christine Alexander. Next, delicious dishes never retire.